I heard that over 200 kids in the music program, and you look around and like 8 of them showed up. Ungrateful. Why are we raising money for them? You're coddling them. Make them earn it. Go out and win a recital, then maybe you'll get your spit valves. I think it's what I really liked. I was looking at the auction things, and I know a bunch of donations. That's fantastic. But I noticed like every other thing was like some kind of alcohol. Is that how the parents get through the recitals? It's all coming together. Great to see you. Actually, I used to live here, and I moved away. A couple years ago, I moved to New York, and I still work this region a lot, so I was really thrilled to come. And when I come back to the region, I still stay in the old house, because who knew a house in Cleveland wouldn't sell? But I forgot how friendly everyone is. That's the great thing about coming back to Ohio, and you realize it when you go, is everyone is so nice. And I came in a little earlier today because I want to make sure I'm going to the right place, and I was just stopping to get a coffee, and there's this guy looking at me in the next line, and I'm getting that kind of jerky New York attitude, so I'm like, hey, what's your deal? He's like, hey man, anyone ever tell you your eyes and your nose, you look like Sylvester Stallone? Really? Rocky? He's like, oh yeah, I'd say Rocky 1, 13th, 14th round. So it's good to be home. Get to know each other a little bit. I used to be a sportscaster right here at Channel 5, and now I'm here with you, so career's going great. Whenever I say that, guys are like, man, TV sports, it's a dream job, why would you ever leave? And it's a complicated story, and obviously I don't get a lot of time, so I'll try to explain it real quick. I got fired. But I had some success, I did. I even earned a job at ESPN, I swear. And of course I turned them down because I'm like, oh no, I don't miss a Saturday at the New Leaf Center. I might have made that last part up. But I did earn the audition. I didn't get the offer though. I was runner-up. And the reason I didn't get the job, and I swear this is what they told my agent, they said, looks are a concern. Oh, you suck. Come on, that hurts. So I asked my agent, I'm like, Adam, tell me exactly what ESPN said. As I got it written down, hold on, the worldwide leader in sports said, you look like a Muppet. Was it Elise Animal? No, you know those 2 old guys in the balcony? I probably shouldn't tell you this, but when I met Megan and I told her that, she's like, Bill, listen, I've seen some Sports Center. They've hired some new guys that are actually kind of ugly. You should reapply. Really? Did you applaud that? Seriously? Trying to put it in my past. That's the whole thing. You move on. Trying to put it in my past, but we know how our past can follow us, right? Don't you nod, kid. Seriously, you guys look like you're 14. What kind of past could you have? Like a big wheel accident? Who do they belong to? Mom, what happened? Well, thank you. What, you couldn't get a sitter tonight? I like being around the kids. Don't you? I mean, seriously, I'm playing because I love being around them because they always have that glow. Seriously. I mean, usually come to your phones because you're always texting and twittering. You know, 10 minutes ago, that whole table's like, we're surrounded by old people. Hashtag cellulite. Look at them. Think they're so cool. What, because your bodies are still tight? Should we tell them what's going to happen? Just you wait, kids. Oh yeah, get to 30, get a little bit of a pot belly. At 40, it drops. Then you got pot crotch. Kids. This is nice though, Valentine's Day. Look at this. I like all you couples and stuff, and I know every guy in here is like, you know, I took her out tonight, so I don't have to do anything Tuesday, right? They're like, shut up, Bill, shut up. That's good. You guys are parents too, right? A lot of parents? Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't have to applaud. It's on your faces. You have that look of shattered dreams. I never wanted kids. You know, I never knew if I had that paternal instinct, and every now and then you get signs, and this just happened to me. Last month I was switching planes in Baltimore, and I'm looking ahead at my gate, I'm trying to get over, and I noticed this lady holding a puppy. I'm like, aw, I get excited, right? So I come a little closer, I'm like, it's just her kid. Let's be honest, Puppies, they are adorable. Ducklings, they're really cute. Kittens, I'm not even a cat person, irresistible. A newborn? Ugh. Come on, they got the big eyes, they're always wet and kind of gooey. It's kind of like E.T., like a sticky E.T. Now, I'll be honest, I've never held a newborn, but what parents tell me is when they're fresh, you can still kind of mold their heads. And that sounds kind of cool. I like you guys. You're kind of twisted like me. I like you guys. Every now and then I see signs. So like, you know, maybe you parents are right. Maybe I missed out on something. I was passing through here in September, and I saw this beautiful father-son moment. Still sticking with me. You know, little Junior's out, had the elbow knee pads, the little helmet. He's learning to ride his bike. I'm like, aw, on 90. And maybe I'd like kids more if I had a more normal childhood. And child's fine, suburban middle class, not going to whine about it. It's just my parents are immigrants. They came over from Turkey. And usually when I say that, a lot of people don't really react, because as Americans, we don't know a whole lot about that part of the world, which is fine, because we'll learn more once we start that next war. Should be coming up. I just love saying that in different parts of the country to see the reactions. That one's just for me. But the thing is, that part of the world, a bunch of different cultures overlap. So kids grow up speaking multiple languages. And they say once you learn a second language, learning more is easier. And here's the deal, like my mom speaks 7 languages. Didn't know English when they moved to America. She taught herself by watching television. It's amazing. It is. Till you realize what was on. Yeah, because I come in off the school bus, I'm like, Mom, I'm home. She comes down the steps. Dynamite! There was a show with Jimmy Walker. Look at him, he's like, I've got Nick at Night, shut up. No, my favorite thing, here's my favorite thing about you parents. Fathers of teenage daughters. Any guy in here with a teenage daughter? See, and you made it out. That's awesome. Thank you. I know it's hard, and I'm sure like right now she's at the library. Fathers, you guys are my favorite, man, because I run into fathers of teenage daughters, and they're always jittery everywhere I go. And like I was grocery shopping at my local ShopRite. ShopRite come out of here? They've been expanding. What was that? Gecko? No, Giant Eagle? Yeah. All right, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. All right. So I'm grocery shopping at Giant Eagle. True story. Cashier's a middle-aged guy. Out of the blue, he starts telling me how his 17-year-old daughter is getting hit on by an NFL quarterback. What am I supposed to say? Well, you can't retire on fuel perks alone. Bring Megan back up, sorry. I love, don't you feel like there should be like people changing or dancing behind that? Like the lights? No? Is that just me? All right. That's not a pretty picture. This is great though. Dates and stuff and all the guys here. You guys got girlfriends or anything? No. Can't imagine why no one wants to talk with you. I got some advice for you kids. You guys are going to disagree at first, but hear me out. In the end, it makes sense. All right, so give me a break. Listen, marry young. Seriously, and look, odds are you're going to blow it. Get the first one out of the way. I'm being helpful. Because look, I've been through my 40s, never married, and I'm great with it. But everyone I meet is really judgmental, and so it makes it really hard, you know. And so, like, I met this woman after a show. We're just talking. I'm not hitting her or anything. And she's like, "Wow, in your 40s, never married, not even on your first divorce. You are a freak." It's like, I'm a loser. No one's left with my house. It is amazing how quiet you can get this room. It's hard to meet women when you're older and single. It really gets hard. And so my friend, she's like, this is what you got to do. You got an online date. You got a computer date. Anyone meet online? Match.com is making millions off just me. It didn't work for me. Might be my fault. I went to Match.com. I'll be honest, I'm not that computer savvy. Kind of got it confused with Ancestry.com. Long story short, I had a date with this great aunt I didn't know I had. You guys just can't decide, man. Oh, it's weird. So I had to do something drastic because everyone treats me so weird being single. I went and got myself, what do you call it, a girlfriend. That's what you're going to laugh at. Seriously, dude. Listen, I'm kind of rusty because I haven't been in a lot of relationships. I think it's going well because I was snooping around, found out for Valentine's she's getting me a membership to eHarmony. Listen, I said that 2 weeks ago in Cincinnati, and there's this couple over here, like where you guys are, and this lady go, now that's a really good idea. I haven't been in a lot of relationships, so she tries to take advantage of that and pull fast ones on me, like I'm not going to go. And this is her lady. She's like, we have to have pet names. Everyone has pet names. You know, I'm sorry, that's not how she sounds. That makes her sound stupid. Let me try this again. We have to have pet names. Everyone has pet names. Oh, you guys know her? All right. Well, I don't know if that's true, so everywhere I go, I ask the pet name thing, like you guys. Do you guys have pet names? Yeah. You holding out on me, Pookie? See, no guy wants to do it, but it's your wife, you love her, and at some point you'll just do anything just to shut her up. You probably shouldn't laugh at that right now, sir. He's the one that laughed, boo him.
It's true.
It's true, oh my. All right, well, we're going to start a little divorce thing working here tonight. Happy Valentine's Day. It's kind of weird though. So like she wants to do the pet name thing, so I always ask everywhere I go. And I was doing a show in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is a really rural area. It's not like a booming metropolis like Conneaut. There's this couple, they've been married 47 years, and they're way back in the back of this huge room. And I asked the pet name thing, and I just hear this voice in the back go, Pigeon! I'm like, Pigeon? Well, you gotta ask why. So I'm like, sweetheart, why Pigeon? 'Cause he poops all over the place. You realize the rest of the night we're gonna have to call you Pigeon. That's the one, really, all the stupid things I'm saying, and that's the one. It's gonna be a long night for you. It's kind of weird. My girlfriend, I'm dating a lawyer. Whenever I say that, guys are like, man, you got a sugar mommy. And it's true. She makes a ton of money. But you don't understand the pressure of being a trophy dude. And here's the weird part. This comes at a time where, I'll be honest with you guys, my net worth's been slipping a little bit. Like, I was trying to get a jump on my taxes and realized the last time I was at this level financially, I was like 12. Well, here's what happened. After I left that one job, I got a different job and it was fine. But I started doing this, and honestly, coming out and talking to people is so much fun. I really love this, and so I finally quit that job to go full-time, comedy. And my last day of work, my boss calls me in the conference room, and the whole staff's in there. And he hands me a gift basket. I'm like, wow. And he's like, take a look. I'm like, all right, cool. So I reach in, pull out a company mug, a blanket with a company logo, and a bottle of Jack. Yeah, he's like, Bill, it's winter, so the blanket and the Jack are to keep you warm. And the mug is for change. Like, you got me a homeless starter kit? And meanwhile, I tell you my girlfriend's a lawyer, and everyone's like, oh man, law, LA law, Boston legal. No, there are lawyers for everything. She's a lawyer in banking. They don't make TV shows about banking law because it's the most boring stuff in the world. But she's a consultant, and so for her wisdom, banks pay her tons of money, fly her all over the country. So I can't make fun of it because I'm a supportive boyfriend, and I learned how to hack into her airline miles, which is how you get to Conneaut. And the thing is, when I still had the daytime job, and she'll go for a week at a time, she would hire someone to come in and take care of her 2 elderly cats, give them their food and some medicine. Well, all of a sudden, I'm around during the day, and she's like, well, then you can take care of them. Supportive boyfriend, and you can pay me. No, she did not laugh either. She just kind of storms out. So the first Monday comes, I go over there, and I'm starting to take care of stuff, and I look over on the counter, I'm like, is that a check? I go closer, I'm like, whoa, that's a check. So I don't say another word. So every Monday when I go, there's another check. And pretty soon I realize, money I make as a comedian is roughly half of what I'm making as a cat lady. It's kind of weird dating out of your tax bracket. Everyone thinks it's the greatest thing in the world, but there's some problems with it you wouldn't anticipate. One problem is gift giving. Because you guys in relationships, when you give gifts, you want to give something similar value. I can't afford to compete financially, so I have to be the creative one. Here's something I just learned. Totally different reaction when you're in your 40s and you give a mixtape. Google cassette. And here's the thing, people with money don't have to think about giving. I have to be all creative and think of gifts and really trying to figure it out. She didn't have to put any thought into it. Get this, December 23rd, I go walking into her living room, and she's surrounded with all these boxes of like gifts and bows and wrapping paper. I'm like, whoa, you probably don't want me to look at this, see any of this. She's like, none of these are for you. I haven't even thought about you. 2 days before Christmas. She's like, fine, you know what? Here's my American Express. Go to Apple, get yourself a new phone. And on the way back, pick up my dry cleaning and get my car washed. All right, first of all, sweet, I'm getting a new phone. Secondly, like just because you make more money than me doesn't mean you can treat me like your assistant. She's like, I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, you've got my credit card. Send yourself some flowers. Why do I feel like I'm enjoying this more than you? It's kind of weird. Dating after being single all this time is kind of weird. It's weird experiencing like different things. Here's something I'm experiencing that I've heard other guys talk about. Any guy in here, your wife or girlfriend, get mad at you for things that you do in her dreams? You got that? Yeah, and then you got to spend the next 3 days making up for some stuff you didn't have a chance to do. Now, odds are he's gonna. I mean, you look like you could be a real jerk, but still, you should get the chance. Well, look, in my girlfriend's dreams, I'm incredibly sweet. So you think, all right, opposite will happen. I'll get a free pass. No, it's even worse. Because now she expects me to be as sweet as I am in her sleep. So I spend my days competing with this imaginary version of myself. Oh yeah, it's the screwiest thing ever. She even named him Dream Bill. So every morning it's like, for no reason at all, Dream Bill sent me flowers. Now I gotta send her candy. Then it's Dream Bill took me to an expensive dinner. Now I gotta get her spa day. Here's her latest. Dream Bill got me a ring. So now I don't let her sleep. Hey guys, I'm Boronkay. Thank you so much for having us. We'll see you after the show.